my shader wrapper in the shader wrapper list. So here I get the shader wrapper list. Mobject.get shader wrapper list. So it must be in the regular OpenGL object. Shader wrapper list. Okay, and so what this is going to do is go through the mobjects family, and for each thing in the family, it's going to compile this list of shader wrappers. Then for each shader wrapper, which is the same shader basically, that's what this get ID is doing. It's going to combine the ones, oh, didn't want to do that. Combine the ones that are in the same batch, that are the same shader. So maybe right here, maybe what I want to do, let's go to OpenGL vectors object, and then override get shader wrapper list. And first I'll do the superclass version. And I guess this returns something. Come on, shader wrapper list. What's this? And maybe right here I can convert to homogeneous. Would that be a good way to do it? I think a better place actually would just be here and read data to shader. Just right before the data is read into the shader, which is when the unit normal is read into the shader, that's where I'll convert it into homogeneous coordinates. I think I like that idea more. Did I make any changes? No, which is good. So I'm going to go to the OpenGL renderer, get shader wrapper list, get shader wrapper list. That's going to call fill shader wrappers dot whatever. And when I get the fill shader wrapper here, then I'm going to get fill shader data, and this is where the unit normal is written in. And I think this would be something kind of sloppy. Where I'll say if shader data key equals the unit normal. I'll just do this one at first. Here I'm gonna convert to homogeneous coordinates. Homogeneous. Could that do it? Actually, I think even this won't work. And the reason this won't work is because the data type of the OpenGL, basically this data type, the data type used for the fill, fill d type. Where is it? Why can't I find it? This. It's expecting a unit normal, which is 3 coordinates. Or 3, only 3, length 3. So I can't just convert it here and then try to pass that into the shader. It won't fit. Mm. So I can't just convert it here and then try to pass that into the shader. It won't fit. So that's not going to work. So what will work? I can read data to shader. Get fill shader data is happening. I need to do this right before the render. I think that's gonna end up being what it is. So when I get the shader wrapper, I think I'm going back to overriding get shader wrapper list. Because in the regular object, this is it for the regular object. Wait, why is the name? The name isn't appearing here. There's something buggy with my status bar. Whatever. Here I'll do this, and I think I'm gonna have to overwrite something to just create new data in the OpenGL vectorized object. So I'm gonna go to the bottom. I think I already had this. Yeah, at the bottom here. I'm gonna basically do this. Firstly, I'm gonna try just returning the shader wrapper list. Make sure nothing's broken. Don't see why anything would be broken already. Oh wait, it didn't appear. Why didn't it appear? I didn't even do anything yet. I said if this pass... Wait. If this pass, and this should be returning the same thing. Although I didn't even want the thing with the pass to be there in OpenGL object. So this shouldn't be here. But other than that, this is almost entirely... That did do something. So this, I did do wrong. Do I have to pass self here? I thought that would be weird. Or here? Is there something I don't know about Python? Get shader wrapper list is here. It's returning whatever. I should be getting it from here. Is this... This isn't multiple inheriting, is it? No, only from OpenGL object. It does complain self is not accessed. This doesn't make sense to me. Someone please teach me how to use Python. I wonder if this is being called somewhere. No, I don't get it. Why is this not doing the same thing? Here's what I'll see. I guess see if renting this tells me anything useful. They're all empty lists, which is weird. Get shader wrapper list only takes self though. Okay, I'm gonna try doing it from here instead and just print the result. There's still empty lists. Wait, did I not save something? Oh, I had to save that. Still empty lists. Wait, did I not save something? Oh, I had to save that. Okay. That time I didn't print anything. Oh, this was just never called? Wait. How could this have never been called? So this mobject.getShader, I know what happened. Sort of. I think getShader wrapper list was never called for the fill because this mobject doesn't have any fill. As for why overwriting it would change anything, I have no idea. So I'm going to add some fill. Okay. And now try printing this result. No, and it's still never called. So there's a function which is never called, but if I overwrite it, then it breaks things. And it is called. Okay, I guess the question now is, from where was this called? RIP. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good time. It's gonna be funny when this is gonna be like a really, really weird thing. That or it's something dumb. Yeah, okay, so wait, let me close some of this stuff. It's going to be a lot of files open. Close that. That's more manageable. Now what I'm gonna do is here, there's a wait, that's good. Here, I'm gonna set a breakpoint and see where this was called from. OpenGL render, it calls getShaderWrapperList here. And that calls, naturally, the overwritten version of getShaderWrapperList. And that calls the parent class since I overwrote it, and that's when it gets called. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, OpenGL render 254. Gonna go here, set the breakpoint there, and this needs to be called either way, is my understanding. So when I comment this and run again, this is still called. If I step into that, getShaderWrapperList is already overwritten. So I can't overwrite it again. Why didn't it tell me this? Is that not an error in Python to overwrite something twice? Okay, anyway, that's what was wrong. So now here, this is where it's already used. And now I'm going to say, so all of the children of this object must also be vectorized objects. So for wrapper list, this is where I'm going to want to convert to homogeneous coordinates. Did I even make any changes? I added a new line and changed the example sum. So let's look at 1540. I want to take out that new line still. New line and change the example sum. So let's look at 1540. I want to take out that new line still. Just to make sure everything's the exact same. Okay, and then the question is, how can I convert this to homogeneous coordinates? For one thing, if I only want to do it to one of the lists at a time, so I think I was doing this. Was I doing the stroke or the fill? I think I was doing the fill. This is for wrapper list and wrapper list. So I guess I'll say if W list is, well, is compare memory locations in Python. Now I'm actually forgetting Python. One, two, three, L2, L equals. Okay, so I think what I want here, oh my gosh, is the fill shader wrapper. W list and wrapper lists. If the wrapper list that I'm combining is the fill shader wrappers, then this is the result. Oh, but these are going to be combined later. So do I want to do it there? Probably not. But after I get the shader wrapper list, for shader wrapper list and whatever. Oh no, this is for shader wrapper. Oh, this is where they're being combined. So at this point, wrapper. So now I want to convert wrapper. Great. And how do I do that? Well, to start, I should look at the data type that the OpenGL vectorized object is using, this. And I'll have to instantiate another array with not this data type, but this will be 4-dimensional. Okay, this will be 4-dimensional. This will be 4-dimensional. This will be the same. That'll be the same. But I have to use this data type. I'll have to instantiate an array, which is using this data type. So this is how it's instantiated. So let me create this new filled data. Like this. And I'll use the homogeneous fill data type. And I'm gonna set a breakpoint here. Make sure I didn't change anything. Didn't. And run this. Make sure this is actually a viable thing to do. And it did pause there. And if I look at wrapper, that's a shader wrapper. If I look at its variables, the vert attributes, vert data, and vert indices. What's vert attributes? I feel like vert attributes and vert data are the same thing. Okay, so that's just the names, and the vert data is this. Okay, so vert data is the thing to overwrite. Point, unit, normal. Those both need to be made homogeneous. Is the thing to overwrite. Point, unit, normal. Those both need to be made homogeneous. Color is fine, index is fine. So this is what I have to do. Build data, index that point equals what? Well, it equals wrapper dot vertex data or whatever. Whoops. Dot vert data. Index that point. And this, I'm gonna have to do, okay, if I look at wrapper.vert data, index that point, it's this. And if I don't know if I have numpy here. I do. So I can do np dot hstack of that and np dot ones the length of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is this how you do that? No, I guess I can't use the underscore here. Wrapper.vert data points. I guess it's point. And this needs to be a tuple. And it still didn't work. The array at index 2 and index 0 has 2 dimensions. The array at index 1 has 1 dimension. Yeah, I don't know how to make this a 2-dimensional array. The problem is that numpy.ones dot data type dot shape. This is a 1-dimensional array, and I need it to be 12 by 1. I think the way you do this is like numpy.newAxis. We're gonna find out. Oh hey, the test failed. That's just great. For the hot reloading. Guess I gotta update the dependencies. I think as far as... Well, I don't know. Maybe there are other breakages too. But anyway. I've done this before. Reshape is one way to do it. I think new access is the... You take the array at colon, comma, new axis. Reshape might be... I guess reshape -1 doesn't make much sense. But I'm going to try to index this. Colon, comma... Okay, so that worked. For any NumPy, I don't know, NumPy Istas out there, I don't understand this statement. So if you know how to interpret it, please let me know. Anyway, that makes it two-dimensional. Actually, I wonder if I take this, and look at its shape. 12 by 1? I guess that makes sense. Not really. It doesn't make that much sense. But anyway. So we have H stack of this. And okay, move over here. And basically whatever I had there. Okay, and that should overwrite the points. Why does it say wrapper? Oh, wrapper only exists within this closure. Why does it say wrapper? Oh, wrapper only exists within this closure. Okay, hold on. How do I get access to wrapper down here? So wrapper is the first entry. And it combines that with the other ones. If W list? So I guess that's if it has a length greater than 0. So as long as there's something to convert, this will be called. And then if there's only one thing, then result will just be wrapper. So maybe what I actually want to do is this should be result at -1? No, this should be, here's what it should be. Combined wrapper equals whatever at 0. Then I won't do this. And this will be the combined wrapper. Oh wait, but it might not have a 0. So that won't work. I think what I actually want to do is just move this over here. So at this point, wrapper has already been combined with all of them. Now I'm going to say, okay, if it's the fill shader, now I'm going to convert it. Yeah, that's all. Anyway, that overrides the point. Let me just run this, make sure it's not broken. And I did something wrong. It's the H stack. And 0 has 2 dimensions and the other one has 1 dimension. I thought the new axis was supposed to fix that. Oh, I put dot shape. Nope, still wrong. 12 by 4 and then 0 by 4. Did I index this in the wrong direction? 12 by 4. This should be 12 by 1. Okay, I'm gonna have to break here again. Look at the points array. Actually, what I should do is not break. Instead, just print. Wrapper dot vert data. index dot point. Print that, and I'll print this, what I'm trying to combine it with. And that looks right. Let me see which one's crashed it. Doing an H stack between this and this had that problem. And this looks like it should work. $12 by 4 and 0 by 4. NumPy is annoying me. I thought this worked. This worked when I was doing it in the terminal. Why would this be different now? If it's 0 by 4, I wonder. I think there's NumPy dot at least underscore 1D. This is insane levels of reaching. Okay. Yeah, that didn't deserve to work, honestly. But at this point, I don't know how to append ones to the... That didn't deserve to work, honestly. But at this point, I don't know how to append ones to these freaking points. I wonder if I can do this and I'll just broadcast it. No, that's... could never be that lucky. Well, this is annoying because it's not even supposed to be a hard part. This is just not knowing how to use NumPy. Okay. Well, I guess I've been going for 2 hours now. I'll figure out how to do this. It's not going to be something hard, but like... Cannot broadcast the input array from 12 by 4 into 0 by 4. There has to be... Hold on. NumPy add a column to a 2D array. Oh, you add a tuple. So if instead I do not this, and do 12 comma 1, is this real life? Did I just not save something or something? This is doing the same thing, is it not? There's an n by 2 array. This is doing np.ones, n by 1. Then doing whatever dot h stack. Relatable. Oh man, this is gonna make me so mad when I finally get it. I just don't understand. Oh, maybe if I printed np.ones 12 comma 1. Maybe this'll... Nope, looks the exact same. Is this real life? Hold on, I'm gonna run this exact code. Can I just like copy this? I guess I can't just copy it. Oh, it worked. Somehow. A, B. Maybe it can't be a Okay, maybe if I say call equals this. And I do np.hstack of that and the column. This isn't gonna work. Why would that work? Okay. I'm gonna figure this out off stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to... let's raid someone. Let's see. Someone who speaks English. That's the one requirement. Okay, I think I'm gonna choose this person. Cool. Painless suffering. You're in. Cool. Okay, thanks a ton for watching, everyone. Sorry I couldn't figure out this numpy thing. It's gonna be something really dumb. But alright, see you guys. Say hello to Painless Suffering. But alright, see you guys. Say hello to Painless Suffering. Mm.
Good timing. You were sure. I was actually just ending, but you know what? Since you guys are just getting here, if you've got somebody you would like to raid, let me know and we'll just go over there. I mean, I really appreciate you coming in. I should like to hang out with you guys and get to know you a little bit. That's what I usually do. But it's like quarter after when I usually finish, and my brain is done, as you would know if you did post it. So, wondering. But yeah, sort of dropping by the Heroes again. Wish I could show you more stuff. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. There we go. I'm gonna have to put together some kind of a video or something. I'm not very good at explaining things when I'm tired. Okay, well, if you don't have anyone... Yeah, we've got lots of games. Basically, hi, I'm Painless Suffering, and all these fine folks you see in chat are members of the Heroes Union. The Heroes Union is a place where you trained up from interdimensional locations wherever you are to become a better hero so you can go be a hero back at home. And what we're doing here on the stream is programming an RPG that is chat integrated. It is going to be a tabletop role-playing game that is with combat in the style of more JRPGs and chat integration for those who are not the main players. So that's all good. It's like second person assassin list. No, because that one doesn't work. All my special effects that you see don't really work. All the ones based on coding style. Code open. But yeah, well, really stupid to follow, so I can actually give you a proper welcome. It's just so super duper late.
Make it faster. Much faster.
How about Moxie
Much
Makes?
fast.
Okay, let's take a look at Moxie.
Don't know why I started talking that way. Almost there. We're gonna UI grid with exchangeable.
But yeah, I'm not gonna like. I hate it when you like
territory.
raid
Pixie
people
devs.
off. It's
All
like,
right, you
oh,
go B.
Go visit.
Go B.
So it'll be a double.
Go be well.
We're gonna go and visit.
Sleep well. They're playing no. Story of my life.
Let's go visit. So stick around. You were
Did I say that I'm playing?
from
To say I'm playing game dev or something?
right?
I'm playing
And
science.
we're gonna go double ring. What? Are they a friend of yours or?
Yeah. How do you play science and technology?
I
Is that
suppose we'll
actually a
find
thing?
out. But
Don't worry, I'm just
appreciate
waiting for it to say.
All right, we do RPGs. We try to do some mini games,
So-
but we're running low on mini games.
Mm.
I mean, clearly the game games lacking
thoughts?
some polish. but-
Regularly coding.
Mhm.
Streaming too long?
By the way, tell me.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna
what's
find out.
going on? Like what?
Always good
What's
to
happening with your life?
But yeah, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. But without further ado,
Tell me
'cause
more.
I'm sure
I
you
miss
guys
you,
are
Ken.
all super excited
I
to
miss
get
your
going.
your
I'm gonna click
tweets.
that button. I'm gonna see you guys over there.
All right, here we go.
We'll go hang out in
Here we go.
Moxie's chat.
Oh my gosh!
my dinner.
They're coming so
Fun to be on
fast.
camera.
No, don't get to me.
Anyways, I'll see you there. Bye. Thanks everyone.
There's combined.
With our
We will
powers
become
combined,
one
we will
giant
become
one
giant